Hello. And this is the actual attempt at the Midnight Blues. Welcome to the Midnight Blues. I'm Midnight Blues. Ryan, Bebop, Dude, Giggles McGillicuddy. A lot of names I have. But going with the Midnight Blues because it sounds like a cool something. Great album title. That's going to be this thing. Or maybe not. I don't know what they call it. But anyway, so I was just going to talk about whatever and things. So that's what I'm going to do. And this right here, I don't even think I have any subscribers. So it's like, I don't have any sponsors. I mean, it's whatever. But how are you? I forgot to ask that. How are you? I'm good. And these things, ooh, this dang thing. Ooh, Cards Against Humanity. Yeah, I could do that. I could do that for the next half hour, or however long I do this whole thing. And this is not the right microphone. Dang it. Alright, great. Anyway, it'd be nice to have some guests on here. So, I guess I'm just gonna, like, I don't know, interview family. I don't know why I made that face when I said that, but I kind of do. But it's all good. And just, I don't know, people on the bus, ask them if they realize that a bus is a space shuttle because it travels through space. Another name for a bus is a shuttle. So if you're traveling through space and you're on a shuttle, then you're on a space shuttle, dude. So, and just ask them what they think about things like that, or just what their stories are. What's your story even? You want to be a guest? Let me know. Well, that's, I don't know. If you live in South Jersey, who knows? You know, you see what's up. Because I definitely can't afford a plane ticket. You know what? Today I can't afford a bus ticket even. I can't afford to even ride the local bus right now. Wait a minute, I probably could do that. Anyway, I don't care about that kind of thing, really. And that's part of one of my issues. We all got them. We all got them. And it's, you know what? If you want to talk about imperfections, I don't really even believe in imperfection. But, it's in the eye of the beholder, like beauty and everything else, right? Like, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. Well, isn't it my individual consciousness, my individual reality, your individual consciousness and reality in the eye of the beholder? Now we have the collective consciousness, yes. But it's anyway. So, Cards Against Humanity. Now it's basically ad libs. I have not yet to play with. You're supposed to play with 4 people, but I haven't done that yet. And yeah, so it's basically ad libs. And so you pick a black card, right? So this is, I just opened this box the other day. I have not even gotten into it. This one is the everything box. If you've seen Everything Everywhere All at Once, then this is sort of like that bagel with everything on it. Get sucked into a bagel. Anyway, that's a great movie. And okay, so everything box. Then we have the assert box. But I will show you that the top of these boxes, but I'm using those this is cool. There's the bottom of the box. And, but I'm using the lids to hold up the cell phone. Anyway, so let's shuffle up some of these ones. So you start off with the black card. And, I am not a dealer at the casinos, obviously. I don't do that. Casinos, me. No. I have this 1-800-GAMBLER stress ball, just in case I got stressed out doing this, which I don't understand why we get stressed out doing this. I've done what I call jack shows. Well, one, like a fucking cam show on Adult Friend Finder once, just for points. Because why? Why not? Crazy times those were. And, you know, hey. That, you know what I mean? I was just trying to get points to get a premium membership. Well, Ryan, why didn't you just buy a premium membership? Because for one, I didn't want to. And when I had money, gone to win that shit was. Anyway, let's just shuffle these a little more. It doesn't even matter. I didn't even... Okay, so then you get... Alright, I'm just going to go with this first one here. We'll do a couple. Let's do 3. So we have, as a feminist, I cannot support. That there. Then you have... Oh, I'm so glad I just saw this one and I shuffled it and I still got it. Holy moly. Now that's what I call blank. Let's see where this is going. Blank, will. Blank. Ad libs. So, ooh. Ready or not, here comes. No, this is when it gets good. The absurd deck I've been through. I have been through. Ooh. Let's go ahead and put these white cards. Why is there like an inordinate amount? I don't even know if that's the word, but it's like, I don't know. It's whatever. There's way more white cards than there are black cards, but maybe it has something to do with actually playing the game, the part where it's supposed to be played, but I don't even know. But rules, games. I'm just seeing some of these. I don't know. Alright, let's cut this fucker 3 times. Alright. Pardon my language, but this is not for kids. Do not buy Cards Against Humanity if you couldn't tell by the title for your children, because you will find it right next to all those other games. Walmart, any mart that sells games. I don't know GameStop or not, but I doubt it. And alright, so alright, we're gonna go with this since okay, so we have this card for the first one for as a feminist I cannot support. I ain't gonna show you this one yet. And that's just love the way the universe works. Alright, now a little more. Check it out. Check it. I don't even know about that one. That's weird. But I could have just shared it, but mix it up and then That's stupid. Great, that's fine. Anyway, so this first one. Now, this is when it gets a little more fun. So, as a feminist, I cannot support what the state of New Jersey describes as public defecation. I've seen better ones, but like the South Jersey, baby. Anyway. I like the absurd deck better, but holy moly, now that's what I call getting spayed. Which, spades, cards, it's different, but not. But it is a lot different. Getting spayed and playing spades are two different things. Anyway, ready or not, here comes Nelson Mandela. And that brings up the whole Mandela-Mangala effect, because you can't even get the damn title of the phenomenon right. We can't figure that out. So maybe that's a thing. And I don't know. Let me tell you something. Fort Lauderdale, Florida, I've spoken about the streets being numbered instead of named. I'm sure they have both, but it's... Anyway, I'm not going to talk about that again for now. And, when I was in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, in between December 18th, 2023, and right around April, about 4 months, let's just say. Now I know Exxon is spelled with 2 X's. And at first I was like, great, so we're doing this, right? Like the Mandela effect, or, just, the universe at play, things changing, glitches in the Matrix, whatever you want to call it. People talk about glitches in the Matrix. Let me tell you something about the Matrix. It's a great movie. It's a great word. In plural, it's matrices. So you can, instead of saying the Matrix trilogies, you could just say the matrice is. I'm going to say the Matrix for another day or night. What time is it? Who cares? Oh, I watch. 23:58. So that's 11:58. Saturday, the 20th of July. And just had a birthday recently, turned 43, I think. And happy birthday to me. And anyone else out there, you got happy birthday no matter when your birthday is. Sincerely. So, Nelson Mandela, this guy. I clearly remember him getting out of prison alive. I don't know about anyone else, but... And while we're doing this, we can talk about it. What am I talking about? How do I just pull out one of these cards and see what happens? I don't think. The official company motto of Starbucks: to inspire and nurture the human spirit, one person, one cup, in one neighborhood at a time. I've worked for Starbucks, and let me tell you, it had its pros and cons, but I loved it. I learned a lot about coffee, and you would get free coffee all day long, and all they ask is that you use the same cup and over and I'm down with that. So, hey, you could get to grind your own coffee beans. This is so weird, like just like talking to a phone. Well, talking at the camera on the phone, in the phone. Anyway, Starbucks. Yeah, it was, it was weird. Like, like, I don't know if they're still doing this, but you'd have to, like, ask the customer's name every time. And, like, I remember this stoner couple came in there, believe me, and they were, like, buying, like, every snack cake we had in the display. Like, yeah, let me get some cake pops. Let me get some scones. How about, and oh yeah, what are those? That's that's banana bread or something. And they're like, all right, let me get one of each of those shaped things, and something like that. And when I asked them their names, like, what's your name? Like, hey man, I don't even like asking, but they make us ask. So, what's your name? Just give me any name, because they give me the look like the fuck, like I was a cop. And it was like, all right. So, who knows what the hell they said, but I thought that was pretty funny. And all right, we got to do this one because this one's great. Okay. So, hey Randy, what's going on? Randy, oh nothing, man. Just the duck who eats bread out of my ass. That one. And look, that's what it says. So, if, when I get guests, we can rock this game. All kinds of shenanigans. Shenanigans. And speaking of ducks, let me tell you some more about Florida. And I think I already told the story about the ducks in the video, but it's whatever. I'm going to tell it again because I love telling it. So, I'm walking around Fort Lauderdale, Florida, lost. I had not seen August Rush at this point in time, but when I did see it, once I returned to Sunrise Mission, which I don't even get into right now, but pros and cons. Anyway, so when you would leave this place, they would never give you your ID or your cell phone or any of your cash, which kind of sounds a little bit like a control mechanism to me. You could leave anytime you want, says this so-called Christian enough, I guess, mission. And a little bit cultish. I don't know. And I don't mean like cult following, like fans of Akira or even Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas has a cult following, right? Like the Holy Mountain has a cult following. Midsommar has a cult following. Let me tell you, it's not that kind of cult following. It's not that kind of. It's more like, you ever see The Following? With Kevin Bacon. I call it The Stabbing because that's all that ever happened. But kind of had that vibe going on. Anyway, lovely people. So anyway, I'm walking around Fort Lauderdale, following like spray paint on the ground and like just everything. Ooh, look, there's a sticker somebody stuck up on the wall that resonates with me. Let me go that way. Let me go that way. Boom, making it. But then after being outside for like 3 days, not eating too much, things get weird. And I get, oh man, I feel like lost and like start to get aggravated. I'm like, please help me. Please help me. I don't know which way to go. Alright, I'll calm down. I'll relax. And just like relax. And so I kept walking, and then there's these ducks. And the one duck, I looked at him. I'm pretty sure it was a mallard, so I looked at the mallard, and this happened. And his tail was like this. So I was already walking that way. I'm not turning around. So I went that way, boom, right on point. And I guess I was already walking that way. But there was more than one. There was like a fork in the road. Which reminds me of the Muppet movie. Yeah, the map says there's a fork in the road up here. And then you roll up and there's like a giant fork stuck in the road. And Kermit's like, I don't believe it. And there it is. Fork in the road. Anyway. Duck. Let's see. That might have been 2 days into it, but then on the third day, again, let me get back to this call, or whatever it is. Anyway, why? Because I live in New Jersey, and yeah, so I don't like asking people for a lot of things either. I could have used a phone or something, but people get weird about their phones. And they're like, don't touch my phone. It's like, dude, sir, ma'am, I'm not going to steal your phone. You can make the call for me. But that wouldn't happen. Anyway, there was a previous time I had left this place without my ID, cell phone, cash. Come on. Where did I have to return to? That place. Anyway. I'm free now. Shout out to Sunrise Mission. Anyway. It depends on how much structure you like and how much you like to be fucked with and how much you like singing hymns, which, hey, we put on a play. We killed it. Alright? But, anyway, ducks. So, which way do I go? And I look, and there's a duck, or a goose of some kind, or I don't know, this fucker had a long neck, and it wasn't Littlefoot. So, I was like, duck. Which way, duck? Because I already knew the deal, right? We already knew the deal. The duck told me once, it'll tell me again. So, duck. Which way do I go? And this duck, this fowl, this bird, creature, straight up his neck. I'll follow it. Thanks, duck. I'll never forget that, duck. I don't know. And the crazy thing was, it all started when I went to rehab. And I started seeing the craziest things. Like, when I say crazy, I mean cool. But, I started seeing the most incredible things. But then incredible has a incredible, extra credible. Incredible sounds like it's not credible. Indecisive. Uncredible. Indecisive. Decisive. And anyway, yep. So, all these things started happening. Really amazing things. And it just felt like, I don't know, Hogwarts or some shit. Wizard school, Jedi school, freaking going to see the Oracle if you're Neo, the Matrix kind of thing, you know what I mean? Training programs. And that's what it felt like. And I'm going to save some of that because I would be speaking about it right now if it was time to speak about it right now. So yeah, that thing can just hold off. But yeah, a lot of cool stuff happened there. I jumped in a koi fish pond. That shit was hilarious. Dude was like, "Say you fell in," and I was like, "No, I jumped in." But that anyway. So I don't know what's going on, but I know this much. Like right now, and please let me know if anyone watching this is experiencing anything like this. Like, okay, I heard Theo Ron on his podcast say the way he put it was good. He was like the merging, talking about everything, just weird things happening and like everything coming together. And I like the way he put that. The merging, the Great Awakening. Some people call it moving to the, what is it? The fifth. What? The dawning of the age of Aquarius. I used to have that on vinyl unopened. Hair. Anyway, the Great Merging, the Great Awakening, the shift. And it's like, everything is just like popping off out there. Like everywhere I look, everything I read, any music, whether it's old, whether I've heard it before, whether not, or reading anything, and it's like, look, man, kind of like this kind of thing. Brian, the man who works at the Guitar Center. Well, I just bought a guitar recently, and well, I know more than one Brian, and then something to do with anagrams. I don't know. That has nothing to do with it right now. Maybe it does, but it's like, I saw a star. Maybe it was a planet, who cares? But it was really bright, and this was about August 20, maybe July, August 23, 2023. Yeah, it had to have been late July. So I'm at that rehab, and then I won't like, come on, I'm at rehab. I'm not hallucinating. So I'm walking to go have a cigarette and see the star, and then the shed. Like they had some shed, who knows what was in it, probably food or some shit. Just as like, as I'm, here's the star, and then like, oh, at the top of the shed, right, as I walk by, and then as around the corner of that, the star, boop, disappears. Oh. And it's like, this is after all the weird stuff was going on, and like, everybody I would talk to, even still, it's like, if you want to talk about as above, so below, as below, so above, it's like, so you want to talk about the holographic reality. So that's basically, if you want to call it that, like in a way, holographic projections from spiritual realms into this 3D realm, whatever, this physical realm. And it's like, I talk to people, and it's like, they're there, but it's like, they're speaking and they're saying things, and if I ask them or to say, what did you just say, and repeat it to them, they don't know. And it's like totally different. It's like, what are you talking? It's like, okay, I see what's going on here. And that's always happening. Everywhere I go, I feel like people know me. I started thinking I was on a TV show that was something mixed with, like, something like Truman Show, like this, but a little different. And then I was like, you know what? We are on the Truman Show, dude. You know what? I like that movie. That's a really good movie. And like, Truman was a true man, right? Good dude. You know what I mean? Didn't fuck with nobody. Everybody, everybody, obviously, you know, everybody makes mistakes sometimes, but then I like how then he faces his fears and he goes on to free himself from that false world. The illusion, the veil, the Mara in Sanskrit. It's in Hinduism and Buddhism, Mara, the Matrix, whatever you want to call this shit. And like Alan Watts said, whether it's biological or mechanical or whatever, it's still a simulation. And I can only come up with, let's just see where this goes, because there's only one way to get out that I know. Let me tell you. Maybe not. Well, let me strike that from the record, even though it's being recorded. So, what exactly does that mean? Getting white girl wasted. Now that can mean a couple things. Getting a white girl wasted, or cocaine, because that's what, I don't know what you guys call it, but that's what we used to call it. Those two, and it's like totally not even economical. Like, why would you spend all that money just to feel something for 5 minutes? I don't know. Have at it. It's whatever.